Locked. It's too far away. My arm's too short. It looks pretty old and run down. It won't conduct electricity in this condition. Unfortunately, it won't open. The cannibal guards are talking outside, but I can't hear what they're saying this way. That needs some electricity. If I touched that, I might be able to bypass the cable, but my hands would be toast. I wonder what would happen if I pulled on it. Ah, so that's what happens. The third arm never hurts. I already have a complete skeleton inside my body. Those two things won't work together. When my arm's not long enough, there's nothing better than an extension. Do you have any idea how we can get out of here?
But Master Larry, why would I want to leave?
Because they locked us up.
But Master Larry, what's wrong with a pair of handcuffs?
Oh, God!
What is it, Master Larry? Good heavens, you've gone so pale all of a sudden.
You...
Yes, yes.
You're even worse than I am.
Oh, thank you so much, Master.
But seriously, how can we escape?
Well, we can't, but that's not bad. It's just about time for another meal.
Maybe we should go on a hunger strike.
But that won't fill us up.
Okay, I'll take care of it myself. I got in here so I can get back out too.
That's what I always tell myself during sex.
What was that about the cave and the keystones again?
One of the local legends, my dear sir. A cave is said to impart profound knowledge to all those who pass through it. Ecstasy, sir. Ecstasy. But unfortunately, it's not all that easy to get to the cave anymore, and you also need a lost keystone to open it.
I don't think Faith remembers anything.
What should she remember, Master Larry?
Well, me. Her former life.
Oh, gods, how boring.
See you later. I can't really see that from here. Somehow, she seems a little cold. What a waste of sexual opportunity. I wonder if it belonged to the Sister Superior. It looks pretty old and run down. It won't conduct electricity in this condition. I'm taking this with me, at the risk of someone thinking I'm a doctor. That's fun. Lock. It fits perfectly. Let's give it a try. If I touch that, I might be able to bypass the cable. That... better not. Unfortunately, the cannibal guards are talking outside, but I can't hear what they're saying. I can't reach it. Maybe Swiggle could do something. Hey, I need your help.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't reach your pants right now.
That's not what I mean. Can you reach that cable?
Ooh, Master Larry. Electrical shocks. How wicked. And here at first I thought you were boring. Should I attach the ends of the cable to my nipples?
All you have to do is hold it.
Fine then.
See you later. Let's give it a try. I can't Let's do things. I already have a... It makes me feel a little bit like a doctor that women trust. That needs some electric. I could use that to hear stuff. There are 2 of those cannibal girls on guard duty out there.
But it's just a phase. I think all of us go through it. It'll pass. But I'm just curious. What is it about men that you're so interested in? They're useless. I've never seen one naked. You know, yes, you have. I mean, not all charred and wrinkled. You'd be better off focusing on your job. Otherwise, the queen's gonna be so angry again. Yeah, you're right. And don't forget to update the scrum board after your shift. I won't. See you later.
Interesting. See you later. That's fine, just the way it is. There are 2 breaks in the cable. It looks pretty old down. It won't conduct electricity in this condition. Let's give it a try. Looks pretty old. Good eye. Those can't. Vodka fresh new. Looks old. That won't help. I can't reach that. That won't. Good eye. Nope. I can't reach that. Better not. I've heard. Unfortunately. Hello? Could you come in here, please?
What do you want?
What's it like being a cannibal?
What do you want to know?
What do you ladies do all day?
The Queen told us not to talk to strangers about that, but to be honest, it's exhausting. Ever since the Queen organized us, we've constantly had to do sprints.
I hate sprinting too.
Everything has to be agile.
You girls look pretty limber to me.
No, I'm talking about scrum.
Scum?
No, it's the way we work.
Let's talk about something else. I always get so tired when people talk about work.
Get a job. If you're a man, you wouldn't be able to handle the job anyway.
Can I get something to eat?
You'll get your food when I decide it's time.
But I'm hungry now.
It's mine to decide.
Bummer. And here I am, always bringing someone something to eat. What are you 2 talking about out there?
Did you eavesdrop on us?
No, I wasn't sure what you were saying. That's why I was asking.
That's none of your business. You're our prisoner, and I'm not even supposed to talk to you.
What does guard duty entail?
You guard things.
You have to patrol and inspect things regularly. Maybe you should do a cell inspection.
Why?
I could be planning an escape.
You? No one's ever broken out of this cell.
The little guy is in bad shape.
That's nothing new. He's totally sick. In every way imaginable. He tells me about how great the sex is when you have an out-of-body experience.
I mean, how is that even possible?
I don't want to find out.
I'm bored.
Me too.
I heard that you'd like to see a non-barbecued man naked.
Well, we don't get a lot of that around here, and when we do, it's never for long.
We could change that.
Tell me, are you a typical man?
You mean my tastes or my looks?
Your body.
I still have parts, if that's what you mean.
Okay, show me.
You sure don't waste any time.
My shift's almost over. Do it. Okay. At least it's not charred, but it's still all wrinkled.
He's asleep right now.
Then I'd better let him sleep.
Oh.
You have to touch it! You should see what happens then. Oh, good grief!
You stay out of this. Well, he's not entirely wrong.
But now I've seen an original. Thanks.
Always happy to help, especially when you don't get sued.
Reminds me of your food.
Now I really want some food.
Well, not feeding time yet. But since you showed me yours, now I'll show you mine.
Really?
Hold on a second.
That does look very, appetizing.
At least a lot more appetizing than the other one. No matter what we do with that little guy, he just doesn't gain weight. Or maybe it just takes longer.
My bodily fluids are always in full flow, my good woman.
Ugh.
It fits perfectly. That needs some electric. Let's give it a try. We did it, Pi. Let's go. We can finally escape this island.
Are you just going to leave the little guy behind?
We'll do whatever we can to save him.
That's the Larry I know.
Leaving so soon, Master Larry? I would have thought you would have appreciated the company of these lovely ladies. And here I was hoping that we would get to know each other much better, much more intimately.
But now that I think about it, we can leave him here.
If you're resourceful enough to break out of this very well-guarded prison, with your help, I might even be able to locate that cavern of cosmic cognition. We could experience the pleasures there together. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
I'm not so sure.
Well, if you want to learn more, check out my hotel room, number 69, where you can find a file I compiled. It contains everything I found out about it.
Don't think about it. Keep a stiff upper lip.
That too.
We got away, and nobody has to eat anyone.
Swingle is still there?
Oh, take care of himself. But what do we do now? Faith has lost her memory. She can't even remember me.
Now, think about how we can change that, Larry.
Think sharp, Larry. Think sharp. Give it to her good.
Larry, you should do something she doesn't want to forget again right away. You just learned something from Swingle.
His zippers distracted me.
The thing about the cave.
What cave?
Larry, he said that there is a cavern of cosmic cognition on the archipelago. Whoever enters it gains a deeper knowledge of themselves.
I've known everything there is to know about myself for a long time.
Not you, Faith.
Oh, right.
Whether that has anything to do with the pleasures that little perv is looking for remains to be seen. But maybe this cave does contain some powers that can help Faith learn about herself. And maybe then she'll remember.
Sometimes I feel like you do all my thinking for me, and I like that.
So now you have to locate the cave and open it.
Yes?
And then find a way to get Faith there.
Yes?
And then...
I know give her a maximum score on timber.
Ugh. No, Larry. If the legend is true, she'll remember everything.
It all sounds almost too simple. Okay, let's get back to Kahlua. We should look for that file in Swingle's suite.
Headquarters, come in, please.
No! I said that's lube! It doesn't go in your mouth! It goes, spit that back out! Yamai! What's up, baby?
Have you found out anything about this Larry guy yet?
Hold on tight, Yanmai. He used to work for Prune.
What?
We found him in the personnel records. He was a stripper in...
Unbelievable. That must have been a cover identity. So he already infiltrated Prune, where he probably stole all the company's secrets. But on whose behalf? Who are you working for, Larry?
He's clearly a threat. Maybe you should eliminate him, just to be on the safe side.
No, we can't lose sight of goal. Faith. If he managed to infiltrate Prune, he might be able to figure out a way to get Faith her memory back. That's the only way we can find out where the algorithm is.
Right! You have my complete trust and my best torture knife. But wash it thoroughly before you bring it back. It's a family heirloom.
Understood.
I should see how the secret project is going. Hopefully, there have been some results. I'm under pressure all the way up to here. Sorry, my darling. My favorite engineer, my genius. How are tests going?
Well, to be honest, not as well as I hoped. The motor skills aren't fully developed yet, and the AI doesn't work well enough.
And the sex routines?
They belong to the motor skills.
Fortunately, our test subjects all signed indemnification contracts, protecting us from any injury-based lawsuits.
Faith's algorithm would make everything so much simpler.
It can't be long now, Nari. Once we have the self-learning routine, it will run exactly the same way, by itself. But we can't waste any time. We have to announce our product.
I don't think that's advisable.
Yes, it is, Nari. Something is brewing in New Lost Wages. I feel it. Okay, I feel an itching in my quads too, but that's got nothing to do with this. At any rate, we have to be one step ahead of everyone else. Soon, we will reveal to the world the Pie Bot!
So, yeah, this definitely looks like Swingle's room to me. He's certainly made himself comfortable here. Don't you think so, Pi?
Please just find that file and let's get out of here.
No, I can't do that now. No, I can't. No. Locked, and there's no way to enter a code or anything. Discreet and versatile. Massage. Soft and absorbent. They don't look like they've been used, but I'll play it safe and keep my hands off them. They don't look like they've been... They don't look... They don't look... I wouldn't fit into that, hopefully. Why is it called a ball gag? I mean, it's not even funny. You could conquer a very small world with that. Strange nubs. To be honest, I haven't quite figured out which sex practice that's best for. It always falls off. That won't help. I know I'm not supposed to pull levers where I don't know what they do, but... Now I remember why I didn't want to do that anymore. Maybe it's just a wetsuit hung up to dry.
Sure, Larry. Why else would there be a zipper across the mouth?
For the air hose. Totally logical. I like my leisure suit much better. Pretty handy when you can just take one of these things off again. Maybe it's just a wetsuit hung up to dry.
Sure, Larry. Why else would there be a zipper across the mouth?
For the air hose. Good idea, but... those two things won't work together. Locked, and there's no way to enter a code or anything. I wonder what's in there. And above all, how am I supposed to enter a code into that thing? They don't look like they... I like beavers. Those can't be combined. That won't... Good idea. Those can't be... That won't... We can't leave yet. We need to find...
Please just find that file and let's...
I can't break it up. That's fine. That won't... Better not. Those two That's fine. Okay, what should I dial? No answer. Kahlua doesn't have police. No answer. No answer. Hi, I'd like to complain about a bug. Oh, wrong number. I'm gonna dial K even if it doesn't work. No answer. That'll seal things up. Not that I'm speaking from experience, of course. I do feel... To be honest, I haven't quite figured out which sex practice that's best for. It always falls off. Is there still spit up? That one... I can't break it open. I can't break... Maybe it's just a wetsuit hung up to dry.
Sure, Larry. Why else would there be a...
For the air hose. Totally logical. Better not. That's... To be honest, I haven't quite figured out which sex practice that's best for. It always falls off. Seems to be some sort of size scale. I can't take those with me. That seems to be some sort of size scale. Seems to be some sort of... I can't take those with me. That won't... Better not. I can't... We can't leave you.
Please, just...
Locked. And there's no way to enter... I'll put all the toys back in there before I close the door. They don't look like they... I wonder what's in there. I like my... Plugs can seal up all sorts of things. It's one of Swingle's, but this one isn't red. It's one of Swingle's, but this one isn't red. Those two things won't work together. That's fine. They don't look like they've been locked, and there's no way to enter a code or anything. Okay, no answer. That unlocked the safe. What a blowhard. Not right at the moment. More in general. I'm curious to see what's in Swingle's file. Look at this pie. This must be the file Swingle was talking about. It's kind of sticky.
Only touch it with your fingertips. I don't want to even think about the diseases you could catch from that. Let me scan it for you instead. I'll put it all in my database so I can give you the information whenever you need it. Just don't hold me too close. Ew.
Okay.
There. I got it all.
What exactly is in the file?
Swingle has been very busy indeed. These are copies of historical documents from the crew that discovered the archipelago. Diary entries and letters, the captain's logbook, some pretty confused notes, and Swingle has also entered some notes of his own. The ship's crew actually entered this cavern of cosmic cognition that Swingle mentioned. To open it, they needed a keystone, which they found. At that point, the records become a little muddled. It seems they learned a lot about themselves. But for some of them, it wasn't very nice. What they learned led them to break the keystone into 4 pieces. Captain Muffington, Regibald Cockburn, Lady Gobbledick, and the Marquis de Carnard, they each kept 1 piece. They concealed the route to the cave so that no one would ever enter it again.
This sounds like a job for Larry Laffer. What happened to them?
They all died under mysterious circumstances.
Tell me about the captain.
Muffington first settled on one of the islands, which to this day bears his name. But whatever he learned about himself in that cave, one night, he couldn't take it anymore. He tried to sail the Unsatisfied out of the archipelago with a small crew, but huge waves smashed his ship against the rocks. One of them was the legendary Phallus Rock, which is still worshipped today as a symbol of fertility.
So his part of the keystone probably sank there with him.
Probably.
What do you know about Cockburn?
Regibald Cockburn started a family with Lady Gobbledick. Oh, that's interesting. His daughter later took the name Marley.
Wait, that's Bobby's name too. I should ask her about that. So Cockburn lived happily ever after?
He died of a broken hip from sex addiction.
Just what I said. Oh, what a life.
Were you listening to me?
You're making it sound like sex addiction is a bad thing.
Whatever. Anyway, he was buried on Muffington Island.
Probably with his keystone. What happened to Lady Gobbledick?
She mysteriously suffocated. Not much information is available about her, except that she lived with Cockburn. Here's another one of his diary entries. My beloved Lady Gobbledick's grave must never be found by anyone. The dark truth must never be revealed. Only I know the way to her grave. It begins on, the entry ends there. It appears the second page is missing.
I have to find that second page to get to Lady Gobbledick's grave and find out more about her keystone. What happened to the Marquis?
The Marquis couldn't cope with what he learned about himself in the cave. He threw himself into the Kahlua volcano.
Oops. That means there's no trace of his keystone, and it may have melted along with him.
But you could go to the volcano and look for clues.
Okay. So I have 4 keystones to find, and of course to locate the Cavern of Cosmic Cognition itself. Is there any information in that file that points to where I can find it?
A number of things point towards Kofuku Island. Swingle has even entered some coordinates where he believes the cave might be. But even if you find the cave and all 4 parts of the keystone, you still have a problem.
I have to marry the mayor's daughter?
No. You have to get Faith to go with you into that cave.
You mean I have to trick the dangerous armed cannibal lesbians to get an audience with their queen who has amnesia and wants to roast me?
Exactly.
As good as done.
And, Larry, I don't know if this is even a good idea. What those people learned about themselves in the cave back then, it drove some of them crazy. Who knows what could happen to Faith in that cave? Or to you. Cosmic knowledge, self-knowledge, endless pleasures. That cave could be dangerous, too.
We have no choice, Pi. Faith is confused and has memory loss. Maybe the cave will give her mind a nudge in the right direction. And if it somehow turns me into a sex-craved pervert at the same time, then...
nothing will have changed.
Hey! I want to say. Then I'll just have to live with it.
Until you die of a broken hip or throw yourself into a volcano.
This is starting to make my head hurt, Pi.
Don't worry. I entered it all in your app.
I'll put all the toys back in there, but... He doesn't have a lot of breath. That won't happen. Better. I'd better leave Swingle's toys here.
You look like you want to explore my love cave again. Then again, you always look like that.
So that's a yes?
That's a no. Thanks. But I'm satisfied for the moment.
But I'm not.
Your problem.
Regibald Cockburn is your ancestor?
That's true. How did you find out about that?
He carries his brains in his pocket, sister.
Yeah, he does. Regibald was not exactly the climax of my family tree.
The stone downstairs in the lobby was his?
Yeah.
Larry, that must be one of the keystones.
Can I have the stone from the lobby? It's really pretty.
The only way I'd let it out of my hands is if I were to get another memento of Regibald Cockburn. Like maybe his legendary signet ring. It's supposed to have some truly extraordinary powers.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Regibald Cockburn?
There hasn't been that much written or recorded about him. He was deeply in love with Lady Gobbledick and led an uneventful life. I once tried to promote his alleged motto as a slogan for Kahlua, but the resonance wasn't there, so I gave it up.
What was it then?
If it moves, you can screw it.
Nice motto, but a bad slogan.
Exactly.
Where can I find the Cavern of Cosmic Cognition?
Nobody knows for sure. According to legend, somewhere on Gafuku Island. I used to drag tourists there to show them the remains of the advanced civilization, the stone heads. They weren't particularly impressed. That's why I don't bother anymore.
But if there are traces of an advanced civilization there...
I call it advanced civilization because that's all we have here. It looks to me like some people who couldn't tolerate the native mushrooms washed up here a long time ago and built strange things. And the founding fathers weren't here of their own free will either, but were shipwrecked here instead.
Somehow a lot of people have ended up in this archipelago that way.
There are still some of the guys who came here for the festival near the cave on Gafuku. I mean, why not? As long as they don't break anything.
But aren't tightwads usually tough?
I'm not eating them myself.
Well, you certainly made a meal out of me.
Of course, I make sure not too many people disappear. Nobody here wants any news of that to get out. Nobody.
I get it already. Where can I find the
Nobody knows for sure. According to legend, somewhere I used they were. That's what.
But if
I look and there. I mean,
from a purely commercial.
That's what I said. Of course, I make sure not to. Nobody here wants any. Nobody.
No.
That's what I and there. I mean. I still am the
Then consider your...
Of course, I make sure not to. Nobody here. Nobody.
Did you know that there are female cannibals here?
Of course.
And that doesn't frighten you?
Of course. I mean, I make sure that they don't abduct any guests who are particularly well off. But say, if someone is clearly way behind on their payments... That's what I said. Of course. Nobody.
Is the volcano still active?
It's actually quite active. That's why nobody goes there. Of course, there are always a few crazy adventurers who see that as a tough challenge. But then, that's the lava's problem, not mine.
Where's there an island around here with a particularly dangerous reef?
If I tell you that, will you feel impelled to go there?
Maybe.
With your so-called raft? Then it's better I don't tell you, or I'll have you on my conscience.
I'm leaving now, but... And maybe another woman will want to have sex with me.
If she doesn't have anything better to do.
I already did. Aw. Okay. Okay, let's see what I can do. What can you tell me about the other islands?
There's Muffington Island, but I'd stay away from there.
Why?
No one's ever come back from there.
Good reason.
Then there's Gafuku Island. It's so totally boring, just old statues, weird signs, lots of fog and mystery and stuff.
Who wants that?
For reals, dude. And don't go to Phallus Rock either. Ships sink there all the time.
Why is it called that?
There's a big rock, and it doesn't look like a forearm to me.
Relax.
Okay, folks, it's time for a laugh. Thank you. You're a wonderful audience. Just too bad you're not here. Except for you, in the back. What's your name?
Larry. Larry Laffer.
You sure look like it, too. It's one dynamite joke after another today. Today's the premiere of my new stage show, featuring exclusive new material never before heard on any stage in the world.
Wow.
An orc, a troll, and a Mandalorian walk into a bar. The Mandalorian says, "I roll a 7." The orc drops dead in its tracks. Says the Mandalorian, "Hey, I didn't shoot first." Okay. That one's kinda so-so.
That looks inviting, but I think I'll pass.
A necromancer pops up in front of a busty blonde. She says, "Is that a high character value in your pants? Or are you just happy to
I'll
see
take
me?"
Pretty dry and hard to eat. I don't want to juice that. These buns are from yesterday.
So they're just like you.
The other day, I ordered an escort service. But they didn't want to jerk me off. They just wanted to heal me all the time instead.
Now that's what I call torque. always wanted to have an inflatable crocodile in my pants. How's the water?
Wet. You stupid or what? Stick your hand in if you want to know for sure.
I didn't mean to.
Don't care what you meant.
Have you been here at the hotel long?
Are you implying that I've been here since the 80s?
No, of course not.
I have, though. My second husband ripped off this stupid investor and took him for a cheap suite. And then I ripped him off. Now the suite is mine.
Respect.
Thanks.
And now you're living the good life here?
Nah, I'm looking for a new husband. Let's hope number 8 is better than number 7, and is packing more in his pants than number 6. How about you, kid? You already spoken for?
I'm already on my 4th marriage.
So was I at your age. Trust me, the 5th marriage is easier.
I'll remember that. How's the husband hunt going?
Kinda stalled. Had a candidate in mind. Then he went swimming one night and disappeared. Well, one of his feet washed up on the beach. Don't want to marry a foot.
Nice drink.
Straight alcohol. Only way I can tolerate this meaningless existence.
You mean the whole leisurely floating in a pool under the tropical sun thing?
Here's mud in your eye, kid.
I have to get going. Don't drown. Then I'll just grab this energy drink. There's nothing left in there. Hey, Shawnee! How's the bag packing going?
It's pretty hard when there aren't many people around.
Because they don't give you enough money?
Sort of. The guy in the lobby won't give me any of his tips.
That can be because he works for them.
He just stands around all the time, not working. Besides, he probably's just using them for drugs.
True enough, I guess. Do you have any tips on how I can bag pack too?
Oh, you're doing all right with that raggedy outfit of yours.
I beg your pardon? This is a wedding suit.
Your expression's good too. Just a little confused, hungry, and pleading.
Hey, I always look like this.
Then you should be able to manage a trip around the world.
Who are these people who give me money?
They're from all different walks of life. I just have to build an emotional connection to them so that they understand my spiritual journey. Some people have real problems with that. They're just not in touch with themselves.
Or they're stingy.
Or that. I came to this archipelago to thank one of my benefactors personally. He founded this new, totally hip cryptocurrency and opened a new headquarters with his employees here on an island.
Cryptocurrency?
I'm sure you've heard of it. Clitcoin? Don't ask me exactly how that works. I haven't been able to use it to pay for anything yet, but it's good to have a reserve in your wallet.
Wallet?
Anyway, they're headquartered on an island that's completely inaccessible. An island completely surrounded by reefs. A lot of ships have gone down there. Some of them are really old. They must have been wrecked centuries ago.
Larry, according to Sir Muffington's log, his ship, the Unsatisfied, sank off a storm-tossed island here. We should take a closer look at that island.
You're right about that. But Shawnee, why did they open their headquarters in a place like this?
For security reasons, they said. It's private there. It's unregulated offshore waters and all that.
What can you tell me about the island with the dangerous reefs and the waves? Like, for example, its name?
No idea. But the coordinates of the island are -20 and 3. And your ship will have to be especially well equipped to prevent it from being wrecked too.
All I have is a raft.
Then even more so. You should put bumper.
That would be a bad thing. Want to go with me?
No, I'll let fate decide. When the stars are right, the perfect wave will carry me there.
If that works.
I float through life like a feather on the wind.
What was that again about an island surrounded by dangerous reefs?
The island where my benefactor has his headquarters? Its coordinates are -20 and 3. You can't get there unless you have a ship equipped with really good impact protection. Otherwise, you'll smash up on the rocks there and find...
I've heard that's supposed to be... See you later. I'd have to open the lock first. I'm sure there'll be a... Those... Locked, but I can hear someone in there breathing pretty heavily. Doesn't look very sturdy and definitely not odor controlled. Locked. Be gone with you.
Larry, I pulled something else from Swingle's file for you.
And?
The Marquis de Carnard, who tried to kill the others from the Unsatisfied, there's conflicting information. Either he went crazy and tried to throw himself into the volcano with the keystone, or Cockburn tried to kill him there. Either way, the Marquis disappeared with his stone somewhere on or inside the volcano.
Okay, maybe we can find something. Hello. Nice outfit.
Who cares?
What?
As long as there's nothing hanging in the way. Try climbing when things are dangling off you everywhere.
Finally, a good reason for scanty clothing. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer?
And I'm Nora.
Do you climb professionally?
You could say that. I just turned my hobby into my profession.
Mountain climber?
Biologist.
What does that have to do with climbing?
How the hell else am I supposed to get to the critters I'm investigating? Some of them are really fast and agile. Besides, I like the athletic challenge.
Good for the abs.
Unfortunately, I often miss my grip and fall.
Oh. What's your favorite animal?
Cats.
What? Just cats? I would have expected some totally exotic animal.
I don't like to take work home with me.
Good point. I'd like to get up to the top of that volcano.
Why would you want to go up there?
I'm an amateur volcanologist.
I think it's hot. I'd love to help you get up there, but I can't do it without my climbing gear.
They're supposed... In what?
The archipelago is home to many rare species, but one is truly unique, and it can only survive on the edges of a volcano. The long-tailed pod gecko. If only I could observe one. Unfortunately, some of my climbing equipment is missing. My sister Dora must have taken it by mistake.
Where can I find your sister, then?
Oh, I have no idea where the hell she is now. She usually doesn't know herself. She's always totally overbooked. She said something about looking for a certain plant. What was it called again? Something with V.
Vuvuzela?
No, that wasn't it. Wait a minute. I
remember now. Vagina dentata.
I think I'll just bite my tongue. It's a nice name for a plant.
I'm not a plant person myself. It's an orchid that only grows in one place in the archipelago. It's extremely rare and has been growing here for centuries. But, like I said, I don't know anything about that stuff. Larry, there's a passage in Swingle's file that mentions that plant. Apparently, the Marquis was looking for this plant because it's believed to have sexual magical powers.
If the Marquis was there, maybe there's a clue to the keystone. Do you know any more precisely where it is?
The location is in the jungle on Gafuku Island, and I have detailed directions on how to get there. We have to go to a very specific clearing.
Then let's get a move on.
And when you get there, bring my climbing gear, will you please? And give my love to Dora.
I have to run. That's fun. I have to connect something to it that needs electricity. I feel a draft. There's someone panting right behind the hole. Hello? That would be a little too... I don't need... I can't reach the bottom. Better not.
Hey!
What's up? The raft-shaped junk?
The junk-shaped junk.
I, recycled it for you. Isn't that great? Anything for the planet. So how's that bird doing now?
I had to scrub it for hours to get the oil out of his feathers. But I did it.
Great news!
I set him free in the jungle, even in a spot where there was a female close by. But as soon as he saw it, he panicked and ran in the opposite direction.
That's weird. What a strange bird. Another animal in distress somewhere?
Not at the moment. Would you help me if the alarm went off somewhere?
Sorry, I have a lot of animals to take care of myself.
That's definitely a good reason.
Once you're done at Kahlua, where will you go from here?
I don't know yet. I go where I'm needed. There are still enough people in this world who go through life without thinking about others. Always throwing things away, tipping them over, breaking them, stealing them.
Sometimes there's just no other way.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. See you later. That's one of those modern... Better not. I don't need that. I don't think so. No, I prefer... So, let's see. Quite an achievement hitting this particular little island. There's a boat over there. The island looks kind of spooky.
That's Gofuk.
I wonder if the meets underwater. Nice island. I think that's Muffin. I don't know what kind of animal that was. Not interesting. A crescent... There's a clear... I'd point out how much I like then. That... Those birds can go to hell for all... It's already... It's already...
Larry, Swingle had also collected some interesting information about this island.
I have to admit, I am curious.
Gofukul Island holds traces of a lost civilization. Swingle suspected that this cavern of cosmic cognition is located here somewhere.
Good to know.
However, this is also the island of all the death traps left behind by an ancient civilization.
Oh! Ah, here's the path the Marquis described. Hey, would you be Dora?
Who wants to know?
I do.
I mean, who are you?
Larry. Larry Laffer.
And how does that help me?
I don't know. You asked.
I give up.
Don't worry, you get used to him.
Your sister says to say hi.
Thanks. Did she fall off something again?
No, but she's preparing to climb the volcano.
I sure hope that doesn't turn into a train wreck.
What are you doing here?
Actually, I came here to examine the ruins. They're one of my specialities. I more or less fell into it.
Into the job?
No, I was on vacation in South America when I got separated from my group and fell into a pit. Landed right on top of this gold statue. Man, it hurt. Then I was constantly on TV and everyone said I was an explorer specialized in some sort of tombs. And since I had nothing better to do, I thought I'd just travel around and see if I could find some more.
Any luck?
Not so far, but that statue made me rich, so it doesn't matter.
Wow, good for you.
I'm concentrating on plants now. They don't hurt as much when you fall on them.
Looks like falling seems to run in your family. I'm supposed to bring Nora her climbing equipment.
Yeah, I must have taken it by mistake. I'm such a mess sometimes. I'll take it back to her once the orchid is bloomed.
Is that the vagina dentata? Maybe I can help you get it to blossom.
Oh, you've heard of it. Yeah, it is. Don't you dare touch it. It's very sensitive and only the most empathetic and sensitive people should approach it. Otherwise, it will never bloom, and if it does, I want to be there to see it happen.
Does it bite?
It's not a carnivorous orchid, don't worry.
Maybe I can help you to get that orchid to bloom.
That would be a magical moment. But only absolute experts should be present for that, like me. And you don't look the type.
But I know a lot about flowers. And bees.
Oh yeah? Okay then. There are many different orchids in the archipelago, but they are all extremely poisonous except for one species. You can bring me one of those, can't you?
Of course.
I'm sure you also know that all the others are deadly. Just the slightest skin contact will kill you.
Where exactly does it grow again?
If you know so much about orchids, I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding one.
How's your relationship with your sister?
We actually get along quite well, although there is a bit of rivalry. After all, we work in similar fields. I think she could be a little more relaxed. She's always looking for the next big challenge. She should stop and smell the flowers along the way.
Like you.
Exactly.
Which?
A specimen of the only orchid on the island that is not
Have you seen a gold stone or a dead marquee lying around here anywhere?
No, I probably would have noticed both of those things.
Too bad. See you later. I better not touch them. I'm supposed to bring Nora her...
I'll take it back to her once the orchid is bloomed.
That must be Nora's climbing gear.
But we can't get away from here.
I know. I feel the same way you do, in case you haven't noticed. But we can't just play LARP anyway.
And how are we supposed to do that without a game master?
We just make it up ourselves?
Have you ever made anything up yourself?
No. But being a game master can't be that hard.
You also said making a computer game wasn't hard.
Hey, and nobody told me you need an engine for that. And it was the publisher's fault anyway.
We didn't have one.
But they would have screwed everything up if we had found one.
Whatever. We need a game master. And game masters don't just fall from the heavens. Besides, can't even enter the ruins.
We could play right here.
No, there's not enough atmosphere.
You know what? I've had enough. Yeah, we're out of here.
Hey, what are you two doing here? Are you selling pie phones in the jungle now? And did they make you wear those clothes?
Oh, damn, Finley. It's that weirdo from New Lost Wages.
Don't move, Kyle. Maybe he won't notice us.
I'm already talking to you.
Damn, it didn't work.
What are you doing here on the island?
We came here for the Galactic Festival. It was supposed to be a one-of-a-kind event. Galactic creatures, lots of action and music. They promised that nothing would be impossible.
And women.
Yeah, loads of stars were supposed to be here.
They weren't.
Total flop. No stars. We almost drowned.
And then there was the storm.
Oh, a total waste. But we found a few like-minded people here and thought, huh, let's do a LARP.
I have no idea.
A live-action role-playing game. We slip into the roles of characters with whom we can identify.
Or who are completely different from ourselves.
And then We immerse ourselves completely in a world of fantasy. For a while.
Doesn't sound half bad.
But it all depends on the quality of the Game Master. They lead us through the fantasy world, and if they can't do that...
Unfortunately, we don't have one at the moment.
How does that LARP thing of yours work?
We experience the wildest adventures in a world of fantasy. Each of us slips into a role, and the Game Master tells us what we experience.
That's it?
It's harder than it sounds.
A Game Master has to know exactly what they're doing.
Otherwise, it gets really boring.
Hey, I could be your Game Master.
Who? You?
You don't look the type.
You have no idea just how much imagination I really have.
You just have to have enough for each of us here.
Of course.
But we also want to play in a location that's just perfect for us.
What do you have in mind?
We want to be heroes and tackle deadly traps.
The more dangerous, the better.
You know anywhere like that?
I have to find the perfect location for the LARP first.
Well, let us know when you find it.
How come there aren't any women in your LARP?
They're just not interested in that sort of thing.
None of them wanted us to save them. We would have chained them up so nicely. They wouldn't even have had to say anything. Just sit there and look pretty. Like that was too much to ask.
Now, we have to leave it all to our imaginations.
Oh, I had to handle it that way myself when I was young.
I'm 29.
I have to get going. Candles always come in handy. Good idea, but that won't work. The stone disc fits on there perfectly. The stone disc fits on there perfectly. I can't operate it the way it is. Hey, Smokey Bear, you're here too.
Larry Laffer. Red shirt, this is the man I was telling you about, who opened my eyes to the great truth.
Oh, it's an honor. I hope I too may experience an awakening like that.
What have you been up to, Smokey?
Not so loud. They have microphones everywhere. If I'm not careful, they'll track me down again.
Oh, right.
I had to leave New Lost Wages in a hurry because they picked up my scent. They were everywhere. The man on the bus who kept looking at me, the ticket machine was watching me, and then there was this cat. It was in league with them. I then went to Louisiana for a conference on the secret world conspiracy. That's where I learned so many more hidden truths. 111! That's where I also received a flyer for a galactic festival here on this island. There were supposed to be lectures about the aliens who landed here a long time ago and founded a high culture. Supposedly, they hid their profound knowledge about mankind here. A place where you can discover the final insight into yourself.
I heard about that, too.
That's what I'm saying! There must be something to it. Anyway, the festival was a disaster. I don't know who organized it, but nothing worked. But at least I met these other folks who are organizing a LARP. Don't tell them, but I think they actually believe it's just a game. And that's when it's the path to true self-discovery.
Who calls their kid Red Shirt?
We didn't want to bother to think one up first, and then have him drop dead anyway.
What?
That's what those two guys over there said. I have no idea what they meant either.
But I'm an important member of the crew. We agreed on that.
I don't understand any of this, but those two seem to know what they're talking about.
My real name is Captain Dighard.
Whatever. Anyway, we're here for a LARP.
What's supposed to happen in this LARP?
I want to find traces of an ancient civilization. They could be behind the current conspiracy.
And I I expect an interstellar adventure. Alien races with whom we can live in peace. A real step forward for mankind. Wisdom and peace.
Earlier, you said something about wanting to kick some alien ass.
For purely dramaturgical reasons, of course. Besides, I'd really like to experience a fist fight against a lizard man, where he shreds my shirt and everyone sees my muscles.
Lizard man? Where? I never should have thrown my old tinfoil hat in the trash. This new one is crap.
Of course, it can't be a first contact, because that would require following a different directive.
Where are the lizard men?
Easy, Smokey, easy. I haven't seen any.
That only means that they're well hidden.
But without a game master, nothing's gonna happen. Those two bozos over there know exactly how this should work.
I could be your game master.
You think this is something for you?
Oh, let him give it a try. As long as I can fight Lizard Man. But we also need the perfect setting. Did you find something?
I have to find the perfect location for the LARP first.
We'll wait here.
Seal it.
Get that out of here. They're probably using it to monitor us.
He wouldn't. Especially good with milk. How useful. Hi, I'm Larry Laffer, and you look like a time traveler.
What? What on earth gave you that idea? I'm a janitor.
Now, that would have been my next guess.
I will comply.
Interesting name you have there.
You can thank my parents for that.
What were their names?
Reese and Eve.
So what do you do as a janitor?
You know, cleaning services.
Do you work at a school or something?
No way. I'm a freelance janitor. If the dirt gets bad and you just don't know, who you gonna call?
You?
You know it. Will Comply gets everything clean. I can yell at school children, tenants, or employers too if that's what the client wants. Costs extra though.
How'd you end up here?
I was looking for a new professional challenge, so this galactic festival came along at the perfect time. So I thought, hey, why not apply in the corresponding costume? So I made this one myself, got the job, and, well, I'm sure you saw how that turned out. Now I don't know how to get back to new lost wages, and somehow I ended up with these guys. They told me that they needed more players for their LARP. I've never done anything like that before. But I'm flexible.
And in this LARP, you are what?
An intergalactic janitor, of course.
Isn't that a little unimaginative? Isn't a LARP about slipping into completely different roles?
But why should I completely abandon my innate abilities? Besides, a mop is a weapon not to be underestimated. It's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of cleaning equipment.
I have been to a lot of places, but it wasn't until I arrived on this island that I truly understood the word special.
What?
Don't listen to her. She has a problem with men like us who have extraordinary gifts. As Game Master, I can offer you a great story.
Really? Can I clean up in there too? Really? The best would be if it takes place in a filthy dump where I have to make a heroic effort to clean up. Is there anywhere like that around here?
I have to find the perfect location for the LARP first.
Good. Then let me know.
Over and out. The socket's secure now. The light shines here, on this exact spot on the pedestal. Don't... That's fine. That won't... I can't change those. They look pretty old. Better not. There's a parrot on the box. What a plank. See you later. Maybe you can even eat it.
And maybe you'll start to glow from within.
I wouldn't mind. That's... It's a pretty orchid growing there. That's not the kind of bush I like. The stone disc, now it looks like all the discs are in place. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. They look pretty old. The socket's secure now. That won't... Hi, I know Muffington's one of the founding fathers, but why did they name the island after him?
I think it was the only island that didn't have a name.
Well, that's something. What else is here?
The founding fathers spent a lot of time here, and Rigibald Cockburn is said to be buried here. Maybe you can find some trace of him.
And I need to find a way to talk to Faith. She and the other cannibals will have to trust me. Is there anything else you can tell me about Muffington Island from the file?
The island is also considered to be haunted. It's said to be haunted by some scary Sister Superior.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Maybe I can find her. Speaking of scary, that guy back there does look kind of menacing. Even by cannibalistic standards, pretty extraordinary. Hi, I'm Larry.
Hi, my name is Otis. You seem pretty brave.
Why?
I mean, you're a man, right?
You bet I am.
I should be throwing you in our jail right now.
No need, I've been there.
What?
Nothing.
Well, I'll make an exception.
You like being in this tribe?
Oh, so. I'm not allowed to live in the village. My hut has to be outside.
Why's that?
Somehow I sometimes feel like I'm different, from the other cannibal girls. And I've been a member of the tribe since the very beginning.
And, well, I think you're... How can I put this delicately? I'll bet you got a willy in your pants.
That's not a willy, it's just a really long pimple. At any rate, well, I'm just so confused. I don't really know what I am. It's all so confusing.
You have to learn to accept yourself as you are.
What do you mean?
You have to accept your masculine attributes. I have the same problem myself. But at some point, I simply had to accept that my masculine virility has no limits. A man can also have his merits.
But the others behave so strangely towards me. This society simply has expectations of me that I can't meet.
If you find yourself attractive, then others will too.
There is something in what you're saying.
What do you know about the little guy in prison?
Oh, he kinda creeps me out. Oh, he looks at me funny and he licks his lips. And the places he grabs himself. There's no way I could ever reach those on my body. The other day, he made me so furious that I grabbed him and choked him. But he actually liked it. I stopped, and he was really disappointed. He said he almost had a sexual out-of-body experience. Ugh. Hopefully, he'll soon be fat enough to eat, and I won't have to hear his voice anymore.
Can you tell me about the Sister Superior?
The Sister Superior? Better not talk about her. She's always somewhere nearby watching us. If we do anything she doesn't like, bad things happen.
Why don't you do something about her?
If only it was that easy. She especially picks on me. I'm her nephew.
You are?
That's what she calls me, and she thinks that everyone in her family is respectable. So I should be too.
You have to learn to...
What do you mean?
I'll teach you my...
So tell me.
Well, it can't be summed up in...
I have time.
Well, to be honest, I'd have to teach a whole seminar.
Then at least tell me your best trick.
Maybe we should change the subject.
Before he realizes that this isn't really...
Yeah.
What do you...
I have a man...
But this...
If you...
There it...
I have to get... Oh, the skeleton of a man. I'm not looking...
What? How did you get out?
I was just looking for the bathroom.
Get back in there.
Looks pretty old. That was a stupid thing to do last time around. That's fun. That won't... That was a stupid thing to do last time around. I found the file.
Oh, how lovely! I hope it helps you find it, and that we can then both enjoy exploring the cave.
Of course. Do you need anything else?
Oh, I'll admit I'm a little bored, but I pass the time with my fertile imagination. and with planning what little diversions to try next. Did you know that you can have extraordinary sexual experiences where the mind leaves the body for a short time?
I prefer to have sexual experiences in my body.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
I'm afraid I have to run now.
Oh, what a pity.
That needs some electricity. It's too far away. Better not. Looks pretty old and run. That was a stupid thing to do. Yoo-hoo! We've been living on the island.
Oh, for quite a while now.
But do you know where you were before?
I only have a vague memory. I was very young, but that doesn't matter. We're living in paradise here, as long as we follow the holy book.
What is your holy book?
It contains all the rules we need to live a good life. It tells us what is right and what is wrong. The book is really old, but it was damaged. Fortunately, we were able to put it back together. But, sometimes I'd like to try some of the things that are wrong.
Who doesn't?
But whenever we do something that is not according to the rules in the holy book, Sister comes to haunt us. She makes her way through the village to Otis the other day, and I noticed how good she smells. Somehow kind of spicy. Different from here. It made me curious. But then the Sister Superior appeared and yelled at me to keep my hands to myself.
About Otis.
What about her?
So you're kind of curious about her?
Yes. There's something about her that's kind of manly. Sister Superior can't be allowed to hear this.
Of course!
I'm just curious about what it would be like with her, you know? Is that normal? I think I'm the only one here that feels that way.
Sister, if you're asking this guy what normal is, you've come to the wrong place.
Quiet, Pie. There's nothing wrong with you being attracted to him. I mean, her. I mean, after all, you've already had a look in my pants.
Have you forgotten that that's not necessarily representative, and it might put someone off?
I will turn you off in a second. Maybe you should just talk to Otis again.
I can't do that. I'm on guard duty, and I can't just walk away. And how am I supposed to know if I'd even really be interested in the contents of his pants?
Maybe something can be done about that. Can I have an audience with the Queen?
Of course not. The Queen has given strict orders that she is not to be disturbed.
Why? What is she doing?
She says she's organizing us.
You must admit, that sounds like an excuse to take a nap.
Quiet.
See you later. If I touched that, I might be able to buy... That's fine, just the way it is. Won't help.
Mas... Oh!
It's too far away. That was a stupid thing to do last time around. Why did they put such ugly colors on that can? Better not. I already have a complete skeleton inside my body. That needs some...
What? How did you get back?
That went
Really? That would be great.
You like it too?
When I look at her, something happens down there.
That sounds familiar. So you're interested in Wendy, she's interested in you.
But I'm really not certain she's actually interested in me.
Look at yourself. A man like you... You're top. And then there's... You're sonorous, not to forget. You're penetrating mass. So,
I don't know. I can't say those things make me feel uncomfortable, and Wendy would just laugh at me.
That's so.
But
look. Your cute fingers, and then there's. That distinctive headdress, not to forget. These, so...
I don't know. Those...
That's so...
But
look. And... You not... So...
Those...
So...
But I'm really not...
Look. You're... And... That not different. You are... So...
those...
That... So...
But I'm really...
Look at... You're... And that... That not... You... So...
those...
That... So...
But
look... You're bar... And then... That is not different. You are so...
those things make me feel uncomfortable, and Wendy would...
I don't think... That, so you...
But
Look at yourself. You're bar... And then... You're so not different. You're so...
You're right. I really am completely manly. Well, maybe I should actually reach out to Wendy. But how can I make her curious about me?
Well, you're wearing that loincloth.
It gives me a lot of freedom down below. And everything dangles so nicely.
I've learned that nowadays people send each other photos of their... you know.
What's a photo?
Just let me take one. Wendy will be thrilled.
If you say so.
Hi?
Yes?
Have you ever done a LARP?
I can also speak in other voices.
Nah, forget it. What was that thing with the keystones in the cave again?
There's a cavern of cosmic, but to open it, we need 4 keystones.
Somehow
You have to really... Never mind.
Does Swingle remind you of it?
No. Should he?
Dunno.
Maybe we just shouldn't talk about him.
Great idea.
He tried to sail the Unsatisfied out of the archipelago with a small crew, but huge waves smashed his ship against the rocks. One of them was the legendary Phallus Rock, which is still worshipped today as a symbol of fertility.
So his part of the keystone probably sank there with him.
Probably. He died of a broken hip from sex addiction. Anyway, he was buried on... But you could go to the volcano.
I have...
You should...
That's it.
I'm fine.
Maybe I should take you to a phone.
Have you seen one around here?
Good point. Those two things. I don't really need a closer look.
Because you'll end up getting jealous?
I didn't say that. That's fine. That won't help. Better not.
I'm not.
So, you're interested in...
But I'm really not.
Look at yourself. You're barbarian. And then... You're not... You're
right. Well, maybe... But how can I make...
Well, you're wearing that loincloth.
It gives me a lot of freedom down below.
I've learned that nowadays, people send each other photos of their... you know.
What's a photo?
Just let me take one. Wendy will be thrilled.
If you say so.
I don't really need a closer look.
Because you'll end...
Okay, hold still.
Does it hurt?
Only if you put it on the internet.
Where?
Let's not talk about that. I don't...
What? How did you get out? Get back.
Yoo-hoo.
Show me. Wow. So this is what they look like when grilled? Are they all so hairy?
All depends on where you shave.
Well, I like it.
Maybe you should talk to Otis about this.
That's a good idea, but I'm not supposed to leave my post.
I'll keep watch for you here.
Maybe that would be enough. I'm just so curious.
Otis can't wait to see you either. Have fun! Great, the ghost... I've heard that editing holy books doesn't go down, although that wouldn't make much of a difference. Those two things won't work together. This is a recruitment brochure. I'll just take it with me. Looks like the cannibals are looking for new recruits. Looking for a new challenge? Are your feminine skills not being valued? Our female cannibal tribe is always looking for motivated personnel. No previous experience as a cannibal required. I've heard that editing holy books don't go down too well, although that wouldn't make much of a difference here. The Cannibal Girl's Holy Book. It's a bunch of torn and tattered pages. For instance, here it says, "Thou shalt not lie with a man as with a woman. It is an abomination." Or here, "Whosoever lieth with a man as with a woman, they have done that which is an abomination." So they only lie with women. Logical.
You find that logical?
Or this bit here, "For I say unto you, none of the men who were invited will taste my sacrament." So instead they enjoy eating men. Consistently.
I hope you never make up a holy book of your own.
That's fine. Nice freezer. Maybe I can do something with it. I'll take a photo of it. Enough. The cannibal's prison freezer.
Oh.
Maybe I should put it on so that it slows me down a little. I have enough photos of women. Somehow she seems a little cold. I'm not going in there voluntarily. I really don't want to look too closely. I'm not going in there voluntarily. And even if I could get something out of it, I still wouldn't.
And it was particularly bad again last night?
Yeah, I could hardly sleep. She was haunting us until dawn, gliding all over the place, whispering.
I hate it when she whispers.
Can you understand what she says?
Something about wanting to protect us.
Maybe it'd be better if she let us get a good night's sleep. Hey, who's that?
What? Come out!
Don't worry.
Didn't we
I was acquitted.
Oh, surprising.
What? No, he wasn't.
I object.
Come on.
And don't let us catch you trying to escape again.
Who are you talking about?
Sister Superior. She haunts this place.
If she would only just leave us alone.
Can I talk to Faith for a minute? I'll just...
No.
Faith, please.
Back to prison with...
Move it, you!
I'm not going to get anywhere with them this way. I'm going to have to get rid of that ghost first. I heard that editing, although that wouldn't make much... Better not.
Larry, if some of the founding fathers died here in the archipelago...
And there are lots of graves here.
Sometimes you even think along.
But I can't just dig up every grave in the area. We have to know which one we want. If you can read this, you're standing on my tits. No, I think I'll keep my died of boredom. It's a pirate's death for me. I said over my dead body, and boy was I right. These are so far out, for some it's a grave, for me it's the world's smallest mausoleum. I wonder if there's a pie buried there too. I wonder if there's a... No. At least I don't have to get up in the morning. Adventures are dead. I said, bury me at Wounded Knee. The gravestone reads, if it moves, you can screw it. Wait a minute. Bobby said that's the Cockburn motto. This must be his grave. No one around? Then here we go. I don't need that. I have a strong sense of direction. I'm not a woman. There's a note. I'll take it with me. This is the second page of Cockburn's diary. He described the way to Lady Gobbledick's grave. It begins in the clearing by the beach. The G marks the spot. Then there are some directions. This is the second page of... It begins in the clearing by the beach. The G marks the spot. Then there are some directions. It's going to stay a grave, too, without me having to feel it to convince myself. That's a pretty big bag. That's a pretty... There's something written on it. Instant contact with the dead. Please add something that was loved, something from the body of a descendant, something from the body of the deceased, wax to bind everything, and finally some fine spice. Then take the bag to the grave. There's something written on instant contact with the dead, something that was loved, something from the body of a descendant, something from the body of the deceased, wax to bind everything, and finally some fine spice. Then take the bag to the grave. There's something golden in this pocket. I'll take that. Bobby will be happy. That's a strange signet ring. It's way too big for a finger. And what's with that funny little knob? Cockburn's ring. Something tells me that it would be out of place on a finger. A big bag whose color could best be described as pink. Those can't be something that was... Spice. That won't happen. Good idea, but... Just lint. Empty. No longer usable. I don't need that. Yikes! A skeletal hand! Oops! I broke a finger off it. Here lies Sister Superior Frigid. I can't do anything. There's something instant, something that was loved, something from the body of a descendant, something from the wax to bind, something from... something from the... something that was loved, but there seems to be pieces missing. Those can't... That won't... Wax to bind everything. Some fine spice. Something from the body of the deceased. Something that was loved. Wax to bind everything. But there seems to be... Good idea. Those two things... Some water has collected up there in the mud, and... I hope this doesn't corrode the cup. It stinks. Almost poison. One finger. There's something instant, something that was loved, something from the body of a descendant, something from the body of the deceased. Wax to bind. Those can't be... Cockburn's ring. Something tells me that it would be out of place on a finger. Look, Bobby,
What? The legendary signet ring. I never thought I'd actually get to hold it.
Don't mention it. Can I have the stone in the lobby now?
Of course, but I should first make sure that the signet ring works properly.
What do you mean? So that's how a signet ring works.
Not all of them.
I'll let you know if I find another one. What the hell was that?
No idea. It sounded like it came from the lobby. Kip's probably fooling around again. If she does...
This time, I was faster. Want it? And show me what you can do and find me. But I've gone to ground in a place that you'll have to find. Do you remember the last time we met and you were so bound by me? There you'll find a clue. And the other clue is hidden where John sits. If you're as good as I think you are, that should be enough. I'll put the note in my pocket. Okay, let... What happened to...
What, the golden thingy?
That's right.
It's not there anymore?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Oh, man.
Was someone working on the cabinet?
Dude, it's the biggest attraction we got. People are always sitting around staring at it.
There are hardly any guests in the hotel.
That's so not true. I see lots of them.
There aren't many real guests at the hotel.
Okay, that might be a thing. But I remember this woman in a dress. She was muttering something about her submarine.
And you only remember that now?
You mean she was real?
Who stole the gold figure from the cabinet again?
She muttered something about a submarine.
Relax. There's a G on that. Must have been what Cockburn meant in his diary. This is the starting point for his directions. I always thought a G never marked the spot.
You should be proud of yourself for even finding that spot.
It was pretty ticklish, though. Oh, God, there's a dead body lying there. Is that Lady Gobbledick?
Unlikely. Unless you became a mail carrier.
Oh, right. That explains all those FedSex packages. Look, I think this is a suicide note. Addressed to someone named Wilson. I think I should just leave it where it is.
Good call.
Hi, I found it. This must be Lady Gobbledick's secret grave.
A secret grave in a rather exposed location.
No time to lose.
You seem to be developing a taste for digging graves.
I can't dig that with my hands. Why does that always happen to me when I try to get close to women?
Fate.
I think I can still make out the coffin, but I'd have to get a better fix on it. I'm not going to swim there. I'm not going to No. For once, I'm not going to throw myself off the edge. It's a long way down. I'd have to cross the... I'd have to cross... I don't want to brag, but I built a bridge with my own 2 hands. I don't think I could roll that out of the... The note is from Yan Mai. This time, I would want it, and show me what you can do and find me. But I've gone to ground in a place that you'll have to find. Do you remember the last time we met and you were so bound by me? There you'll find a clue. And the other clue is hidden where John sits. If you're as good as I think you are, that should be enough. That must be the non-toxic orc.
Are you sure?
Only one way to find out. You know,
Good thing.
I'll just sling that in my pants. No, I'm not digging that up again. I don't need a Zampai phone. Looks like a pig had a good time here. I think it's enough when one pig has rolled around in the mud. Mud doesn't... It stinks. That must have been that Yan Mei. Damn, that must... Judging by the icicles, the minibar seems to be working just fine. Those could be coordinates. Some numbers. Relax. Hi?
Yes? He died of a broken anyway. He was buried on...
Probably with his keystone.
He tried to sail the but huge wave. One of them was the legendary Phallus Rock, which...
So his...
Probably...
What was that thing with the...
There, but you...
Wendy...
I think so, too.
All that's missing is for me to arrange a wedding for them, right?
Let's not get...
Well, that seems to be happening to you more and more.
I'm fine.
Maybe I should take you to a phone store or something.
Have you seen one?
Good point. I'm sure they'll be upset. The plaque says, a mysterious set from the estate of Regibald Cox. Scientists suspect a connection to the fabled cavern. Legend has it that there are immeasurable riches.
Hey, what?
You ever get too old to be a comedian?
Honestly, I've been asking myself that for a while now. This rock star life in the spotlight, it's pretty exhausting.
I thought you were a comedian, not a rock star.
Hey, that's disrespectful.
Have you ever heard your own jokes?
True enough, I guess.
Your jokes are kind of odd.
I made them all up myself.
You did?
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes I take advice from my team.
You have a team?
Stop the interrogation already. Yeah, I take what I can get. Actually, I copy it all from a joke book. And I don't even have that anymore. I lost it. I had it with me at that crazy festival. Maybe somebody there switched it. Instead, now I got this book about role-playing games. But they're kinda strange. I mean, who wouldn't want to dress up as a sexy nurse or something in a role-playing game, but a mage? A healer? Or a dwarf? Well, I guess I'll just have to make the best of it.
I find your jokes...
Yes?
totally incomprehensible.
It's experimental material. Not everyone can keep up.
Can I have this book on role-playing games?
The only thing I'd swap it for would be a decent joke book. Preferably the one I know. If you can get me that, you can have this Dungeon Master crap.
Well, I'll let you...
Hey. Am I supposed to laugh at that? I found a great spell here that can even silence the dragon back home. Damn, that other joke book worked better.
Not my thing. Hey, I brought you the only...
Oh, wow, that's it. Maybe I misjudged you. You do have some botanical expertise.
Has there been any change in the giant orchid?
No, nothing at all. I'm not sure. Something's still missing.
Larry, I've been going over the Marquis's notes from Swingle's file.
And?
He wrote in his diary, I have discovered a most unusual plant. Its scent is bewitching, and its appearance is alluring. But the orchid is a harsh mistress. It requires a deal of attention. 3 things are needed to make it blossom. It can only grow if it is fertilized with poisonous bog water, like a fair lady. The orchid must be beguiled with words. The ethereal sound of classical music touches not only the hearts of men, but also that of this plant.
How does your Python know all this?
I taught it well.
Did not.
So, plenty to do.
Wonderful! That did something!
That doesn't seem to impress the orchid much. That can only be used with electricity. Pie?
Yes? You should...
Let's see.
I'm fine.
Maybe I...
Have you...
Have you...
No, I
Too bad. Well, it's ready to put to sea again. That's fun. That's a good idea, but I don't think that little fan's going to provide enough propulsion. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, but... That won't... Better... I can connect the recorder here. It's recording now. Okay, let's see what I can do. The recorder recorded my beautiful piano playing. I'll take him back with me. Yes, the orchid seems to like that.
Something's happening.
The note is from Yan Mai. This time I want it, but I've gone to... And if... This is the second page of copy. It begins in the clearing by the beach. Then... Looks like the cannibal. Looking for a new challenge? Our female cannibal tribe is always no previous experience as a... That's... That...
Have you? No, I probably...
Too bad. How's your...
We actually get along quite well. After all, I think she's all she... What exactly?
Have you seen a book of bad jokes around?
Joe, we took one of those from the festival. Our role-playing book went missing there. It sucks.
Can I have it?
Sure. We threw it away.
Threw it away where?
Somewhere out there, outside the cave.
Okay. I have to get going. Maybe those guys threw the... That must be... Holy smokes, these... Here's your joke.
Ah, finally. Some quality. There's even an appendix in the back that lists who you can insult with which joke. Here, you can have this role-playing bullshit now.
Thanks.
So everyone, everything's good to go now. I have my tried and true repertoire of jokes again. I'd like to apologize to all the fringe groups I might offend. Like women. This is now a safe space for tasteless humor, people. Here we still make jokes like in the old days. No one here has to apologize for their humor. Everything still goes here. You can get naked in front of people and... okay. Maybe not everything. Alright. Hold on to your hats. A blonde crashes a helicopter. The investigating officer asks her, why? She says, it got cold in here, so I turned off the fan.
Not a good idea.
Why do older blondes park even
It's got all
worse than
sorts
young
of
blondes?
stuff in here about
Because
spaceships,
hearing
aliens,
gets
dragons,
worse with
vampires,
age.
and weird stuff.
Been there, done that, right?
Singularly useful.
But hey, let me try some different material. You can't just make... After all...
How's the husband hunt going?
Kinda had a candidate in mind. Then, well, don't want...
Nice.
Straight alcohol. Only way I can tolerate this meaningless...
You mean the whole leisurely floating in a pool under the tropical...
Here's mud in your eye, kid.
I... Why did they put such ugly colors on that can? That won't help. Hey, Shawnee! See you later. Hi, maybe I can use the telescope to find Lady Gobbledick's coffin at sea.
Good idea. Give it a try.
So, let's see. A ship sank there. I don't know what that buoy is marking, but I'm not gonna... I wonder if the ring meets underwater. Those birds can go to hell. Quite an achievement hitting this particular little... That's Lady Gobbledick's coffin! I guess it didn't really make it that far. It looks like the coffin is exactly midway between Muffington Island and Gofuku Island. Hi, can you triangulate the... what do you call it? Triangulate the coordinates?
That's not how it works, Larry. You'll just have to guess the exact position on the map.
Hi.
Good idea.
That Lady I guess it looks like the coffin is exactly midway between Muffington Island and Gofuku Island. Hi. Can...
That's not how... You'll just have to guess the exact position.
I'd better keep that with me. How come there aren't any women in your bar?
They're just not interested in that sort of thing.
None of them wanted us to save them. Well, we would have chained them up so nicely. They wouldn't even have had to say anything. Just sit there and look pretty. Like that was too much to ask.
Now, we have to leave it all.
How?
I
have to get going. Deduction. Lady Gobbledick stole some gold from Reginald Cockburn, and he killed her.
That's nonsense, Larry.
Deduction. Deduction. The fan is an indication that she sustained a facial injury that she wanted to conceal.
And even if it were true, it still wouldn't help.
Deduction. She combed the entire island, but never found the keystone.
Then you're no better than she was.
Deduction. The earring is part of a cursed Aztec treasure.
The only thing cursing around here is me.
Deduction. The hand symbolizes that she was...
Or maybe just that she has a hand because she's human.
That could also be the case. I'll take the letter with me. It says, "My beloved Regibald, I'm afraid my time is running out. I fear I may suffer from consumption. I can barely breathe. Forever yours, Lady Gobbledick." She was having trouble breathing. Open wide and say ah. There's something in her throat. I think I can get it out. It's part of the keystone. Many thanks, milady.
Mr. Wang? Hello? Nobody here? I should come back later. Then again, now I could find out something about him. Yes! He had security cameras installed throughout the company. Except for in his own office, of course. Oh, I have to hurry. Not even password protected. Oh, wait. This can't be. Mr. Wang can display whatever any Python camera in the world is seeing on his computer. He has a folder here with his favorite scenes. Oh, the thumbnails alone are bad enough. Although, this is interesting. No, Nari. Don't click it. In any case, Mr. Wang is spying on everyone's bedrooms out there. When I think about the secret project, he could use that too. Oh, God. I can't let that happen. It's time for resistance.
Larry, something I've always wanted to ask you.
What is it?
What would you consider the best possible life? So what would make a perfect day for you?
Oh, I can imagine a lot of things. Of course, I would be happily married to a beautiful woman.
Who does all the housework while you put your feet up?
No way. How old-fashioned do you think I am? We'd have a maid for that.
Of course.
First off, on a perfect day, I'd sleep in real late, and then my beautiful wife would call me to breakfast.
What's your favorite breakfast?
Scrambled eggs with crispy fried bacon.
Nice. And what's your favorite drink at breakfast?
Fresh vodka with just a hint of mint.
Really?
Just kidding.
Well, if you say so. And you like it when your wife serves you like that, huh?
What do you take me for? Some kind of chauvinist? The maid can do all that, of course.
Well, maybe it's the maid's day off.
But I wouldn't complain if my wife did all that for me.
Okay, good to know.
This way, it would all end up on the ground.
What do you call
I'll take
a
one.
foreign adopted? Ha ha ha!
Freshly pressed is always the best.
Two foreigners are sitting in a car. Who's the driver? A cop! How do you stop a foreign army tank? You shoot the guy pushing
That is
it.
Lady Gobbledygook's Keystone Shaft. Good idea, but...
What do you call a foreigner with a lawnmower on him? Ha!
Deduction.
Or...
Deduction. Deduction.
And even...
Deduction.
The only...
Something from the body of the deceased. Something that was loved. Wax to bind everything. But there seems to be pieces missing.
Hey, you. I met with Wendy.
And?
It was really great. I finally know who I am and what to do with myself. If you hadn't helped me, Larry, oh, I'm so grateful.
When it comes to manliness, I know my business. So what's next for you two?
We're gonna meet up again later and pick up where we left off.
That's the spirit. Can you tell?
The sister's better not talk about. She's always... If we do anything she doesn't like...
Why don't you...
If only it was that easy. She especially picks on me. I'm her nephew.
You are?
That's what she called...
Theoretically, it could work, but I should try something else.
Ouch! Say, what was all that about?
You had a tick. Look, these are tick pliers.
Oh, thanks. They're really bad here. When they get full, they're as big as my fist.
Now I'm itching all over. Something from the body of a descendant. Now I should have everything.
Hey, you!
Oh, no.
Thanks for setting me...
No problem. So, how was it?
Oh, it was incredible. Your thing was so small and wrinkled. Otis's, on the other hand, was huge. Well, after a while, and so hard, and it smelled so good, as opposed to yours, just limp and hung there. And besides...
I get it already!
Well, anyway, I wanted to say thank you. And in return, I'm going to let you go. But don't you dare tell anyone. Oh, and try not to do anything stupid. My sisters still don't like you.
I'll do my best.
But you might earn their favor if you were to drive off Sister Superior's ghost.
Now.
What?
Do I look like somehow I wanted to be summoned? What? Do you think you get, like, 3 wishes or something?
No, of course not. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer.
I'm Sister Frigid. Sister Superior Frigid, just to be clear. What do you want, anyway?
How come you're a ghost?
What do you think? Because I'm dead.
I figured that out, but how did you die?
Plane crash.
Oh, that explains why the cannibal village is made out of airplane parts.
Do you think they had the parts shipped in specially?
Of course not.
I was the head of our order, looking after the many young girls in our sisterhood. Our plane got caught in a storm and crashed.
Did anyone actually land on this island without being caught in a storm?
Fortunately, all of my little lambs survived. Even my nephew Otis. But not me.
I'm sorry.
That's life.
Why are you haunting the place? You're scaring the cannibals.
And well they ought. Those naughty girls keep forgetting the word of the Lord. They'll sin if I'm not careful. Sure, they try. And they have misunderstood a few things. Their holy book is a little, well, I don't want to talk about it.
Stop scaring them all the time.
No, no. It is my sacred duty to lead my flock onto the right path.
What's life after death like?
It's not what I imagined. I joined the Order of the Virgins of St. Aurelius as a young woman. All my life, I saved myself for our Lord and Savior. I knew in heaven I would be united with him.
You mean he'd really give it to you good?
Oh, I didn't say that.
You made it pretty clear between the lines.
Wishful thinking, Larry.
Oh, you have a little ghost in your pants.
More like a nasty little poltergeist.
Oh, anyway, things in the afterlife don't work the way I thought they would.
Don't worry. I know exactly what it's like to hope for a little sex and not get it. And as a ghost, that must be especially difficult. But hey, if you ever want to try it, I'm up for anything.
It is written, the world and its desires pass away, but whoever does the will of God lives forever. I'm already here for eternity.
So you could say you have nothing to lose.
True enough. Maybe we could... The lust of the spirit and the lust of the flesh don't seem to go together. Too bad I can't take over a physical body as a ghost. I mean, not that I've ever tried.
Maybe I can help you with the whole spiritual desire thing.
How is that supposed to work?
I just have to find a way to become a ghost myself.
Just. You know what that means?
Maybe I can find a non-lethal way. If I do succeed, will you leave your flock alone to live as they wish?
Why not? I have nothing to lose.
Don't go anywhere. Yoo-hoo! Ghost Luster Larry is on the job. Shouldn't be much longer.
I've saved myself so long. A few minutes more won't make any difference.
Yoo-hoo! Your flock has a new shepherd now.
Who does she think she is? She just shows up here and expects everyone to listen to her. Unfortunately, she's not afraid of me.
I'm not sticking my finger in there. There's something written on instant contact with the dead. Something that was loved, wax to bind everything. Now I should have everything. I'm not sticking my finger in there. See you later. I have enough. You said something about an out-of-body experience? How does that work?
Well, it's very simple. All you need is an experience device.
A what?
A state-of-the-art device that allows the mind to temporarily leave the body, so it can get up to all sorts of mischief.
Okay, is there anywhere I can get one of those around here?
I don't think there are any in the archipelago, but I have a detailed description with me. I have compiled a set of instructions which allows one to build just such an experience machine, sir.
What's that supposed to be?
A device for downright otherworldly experiences. You understand, Master, for those with exceptional taste.
I don't quite follow you.
It makes ghostly encounters possible. Or should I say, encounters as a ghost. You leave your body behind to find spiritual pleasures.
That doesn't sound uninteresting.
However, during your journey, you will need someone to look after your abandoned body. I would be delighted to volunteer my services. I love keeping an eye on bodies.
Well, sounds sufficient.
Here inside the cell, I am, of course, useless. The cell door isn't locked, but it is linked to an alarm. Perhaps you might be skilled enough to free me from my predicament, and then I would be more than happy to assist you in your tour of passion.
Much as I like to do it, I'll scan the instructions into your blueprint app, Larry.
I'm afraid I have to run now.
Oh!
Important. An experienced companion must supervise everything. Enough. A neck retainer is mandatory. A neck retainer. An agent that lowers the heart rate must be taken beforehand. I wonder if I'd glow if I ate that. A cooling relaxation tank is the basis for everything. Important. An experienced companion must supervise everything. Enough. Oops, the alarm went off.
Hey, what's going on here? Where did that little guy go? Is that him in your pants?
Oops, he must have slipped in there somehow.
Put him back in the... Back into your cell.
Damn, she'll notice if Swingle isn't in his cell anymore. Pie?
You should...
That seems...
I'm fine.
Maybe I
Have you...
could...
Oh, Olive, but I... And did you know...
You... What?
Hey, so it can get up.
Okay.
I have...
What's that?
A device. You
I don't quite follow you.
You leave your body behind.
That doesn't sound...
However, during your journey, you will need... I would be the I love.
Well...
Here inside the cell, I am... The cell door isn't locked, but it is linked to an alarm. Perhaps you might be skilled enough to free me from my predicament, and then I would be more than happy to assist you.
Much as I hate to...
I'm afraid...
Oh.
See? That was a stupid thing to do, That needs smoke. It looks pretty old and run down. It won't conduct electricity in this condition. Better not. That's fun. That's a good idea, but I don't think that little fan's going to provide enough propulsion.
The other day, I
let's-
said, he said, me too.
Now that's what I call torque. So let... Looks like a pig had a good time here. Mud doesn't look good on everything. mud does... It's one of Swingle's, but this one isn't red. You know you're in trouble when the only big thing... I can't reach the... Those can't be combined. The note is from yon. This time, want it? Then show me what... But I've gone to ground in a place that you'll have to find. Do you remember the last time we met and you were so bound by... And the other clue is hidden where John sits. If you're as good as I think you are, that should be enough. A handful of numbers. A submarine. I'd love to have one of these myself. Jan Mai sure picked a nice place for our next meeting.
You think a submarine is a nice place?
I've never had sex underwater.
State secret passphrase to open door.
The black...
Passphrase incorrect. State...
Oh, just shut...
Passphrase... State...
Is it something with that Ken guy again?
Passphrase...
Ah, yeah. I can't just open it. I have to enter a code first. The note is from this time. Want it? Then show me what you can. But I've gone to ground in a place that you'll have to find. Do you remember the last time we met and you were so... And the other clue is if you're as good as I think you are, that should...
State secret...
The blackbird is silent when the moon is in the north.
Passphrase...
The camera on the buoy is pointed right at the door. Isn't that Emma's flag? Maybe she saw something. Say, this is the computer you use to access your security cameras, right?
Exactly. Nothing up...
Can I take a look at the footage from...
What for?
An evil woman tried to dump something in the ocean.
What? Then have a look. You have got to be kidding me.
Okay, that seems to be the right camera. I'll just rewind until something happens. There.
State secret passphrase to open door.
Larry's a limp dick.
Passphrase correct.
That's not very...
State secret...
Let's see. I don't want to say that. Pi, could you say...
Nope, do it yourself.
Larry's a limp dick.
Passphrase correct.
Yoo-hoo! You're my honey. It's Larry. Why does she have a cardboard cutout of me? And what are all these notes and documents? Oh boy, she's a genuine stalker.
Nice to see you notice that too.
I should find that stone quickly and get out of here. I'll just move some things around. What? That's an alarm. She must have discovered me. I need somewhere to hide. No, in the end, No, I have to...
Who's there? Come out!
I've always wanted to see...
No? Then, welcome.
I know.
Oh, disappointing that you let yourself be lured here so easily. Now tell me, what are your plans now?
I go everywhere I can.
Yes, I noticed that. I hope I don't forget to close the hatch before we dive. He infiltrated the submarine. He's probably discovered everything about me and is just playing dumb. I have to be careful, so that he doesn't get any more secrets out of me. I don't have any choice. I'll have to kill him, using my deadly thigh squeezer.
Like looking in a mirror. Looks bomb-proof. I'm not going in there without a damn good reason. No! Oh, a gun rack. But I'm a pacifist. I'll just move some... What? Shame. I can hide in there. At least I hope...
Oh, why did the alarm go off? Agent Larry must be here. I bet he's hiding. Maybe here? No. Who messed everything up? I have to fix this.
These ultra-modern calculating machines are everywhere.
Hello? Yeah.
What? I need somewhere... I can hide in there.
Get mine!
Headquarters. Yanmai reporting.
What's up?
You called me.
Did I? Never mind. Report!
As I suspected, Agent Larry seems to have a plan. It involves a cave he plans to take Faith to, but he needs a keystone to do that. I have one of the pieces here. I can use it to lure him into a trap, steal the other pieces, and get inside the cave myself.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Do you have any idea how you plan to kill him when the time comes?
I'm going to drop him into the volcano.
Oh, lovely. He'll completely disintegrate in the lava. There will be nothing left of him.
Above all, he will suffer excruciating agony.
Yes. Oh, enviable.
Pardon me?
Oh, nothing. Over and out.
Like looking... That's me! And why is there a target between my legs? That won't help. Better not. What? She must have discovered me. I need somewhere to hide. I can hide in there. At least I hope I don't end...
There's only one place you can be, Agent Larry. And that's in here. Aha! Super Agent Larry Laffer. But not as super, and now you will meet your end. Die!
What? That's a shame. I can hide in there.
And that's... Aha! But not... And now...
No, in the end it'll explode. Oh, a gun rack. But I'm a pacifist. What? That's an alarm. She must have this. I need somewhere to hide. If I stand directly in front of it, hopefully she won't see me.
There's only one place you can be, Agent Larry. And that's in here. Or not, but there's dandruff on the floor, and it's definitely yours. I'll find you. He's here somewhere. I should lock the stone away.
What? That's an alarm. She must have this. I need somewhere. I can hide in there. At least I...
Larry, I know you're here somewhere. A super agent like you knows every hiding spot. You're... No. But I can still smell you're somewhere on board.
Looks bomb-proof. No, in... Oh, a gun rack. Don't... What? I need... If I stand directly in front of it, hopefully she will...
There's only one place you... And that's in here. Or not, but... And it's...
Unbelievable! I have a real stalker. That's fine. That won't... Better not. I'll just move some things around. What? Shame. I can hide in there.
Larry, I'm a super idiot. No, but you're... Who messed everything up?
That's... That... Better. I'm not going in there. No, in the end it'll explode. A curtain is a curtain because it's in front of something. I think they're both identical. That's... That won't happen. Better. That's... That... Better not. Like looking in it? Oh, a gun rack. But I'm a pacifist. That's fun. That better. I'll just... What? Shame. No. If I stand directly in front of it...
There's only one place... And that's it. Or not, but there's dandruff on the floor, and it's definitely yours. I'll find you. Who messed everything up? I have to fix this.
Got it. A simple key card. Yes, it opened the safe. The stone's in there. Got you.
Just 1 second.
Damn it. Hello, Yanai.
I knew I could lure you here, Agent Laddie. You'll do anything to accomplish your mission, won't you? And you won't give up.
I'm kind of in a hurry.
Maybe you could just wait a minute? I have a little surprise for you.
I don't know if I want to see what kind of surprise my little stalk here. So that's that. We're heading back to the island, Pi.
Good thing. I feel so constricted on submarines.
And you let him leave with the stone?
Agent Larry will be able to retrieve all the pieces of the keystone. All we have to do is observe him. Let him do all the actual work.
And then you strike when he's done. Oh, very good. I like your new uniform.
I was planning on using it to wrap Agent Larry around my little finger even more. His loss.
Well,
I recommend waiting before we do a test run. I was only able to implement the basic functions. Tests aren't concluded yet. My algorithm still isn't optimal, and it's still a long way from being self-learning.
but the total package is still good enough that we can start delivering, right?
Not really.
We'll deliver the software as an update over the cloud, you know. But the main thing is to get the Piebots into people's bedrooms first. In people's homes, I meant, of course. Come on, let's give it a test run.
If you say so.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't ship right away, but I'm sure you'll be able to solve that problem with a couple of little software updates, sweetie.
It's not that simple.
Don't take me for a fool. It's not just the company's future on the line here. It's yours, too.
We'll just see about that.
And get this junk out of here. It's so ugly. Nobody's going to want something like that.
Will do. That junk just might come in handy.
Larry, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on the perfect day. Say, around noonish.
At noon, my wife would be massaging me by the pool over cocktails.
Which cocktail?
Sex on the beach.
Surprise, a massage would go well with that, wouldn't it?
At any rate, I don't have any appointments.
And a little tipsy.
Why not? Anyway, I spend all day just loafing around the house.
Carefree?
Totally carefree.
Hello?
What? I can hide it.
Stand by!
Headquarters. Yeah.
What's up? Did I?
As I suspect. It did, but
I'll just move some... What? Shame. If I stand around...
There's only one place you can be, Agent Larry. And that's it. Or not, but... And it's Alf? Who messed everything? He's here, some...
What? Shame. I can hide him.
Larry, I know you're a super agent. No, but you're somewhere.
I'll just... What? She must... If I stand...
there's only... And that's in here. Or not, but... And it's definitely... I'll find... Who messed everything up? I have to fix this.
Got it. What? I can hide in there.
Larry, as you... No, but you...
Yes! Got you!
Just 1 second.
Damn it!
I knew I could. You'll do anything to a... And you won't. Maybe you could just wait. I have a... Ah, you really did wait.
And, oh, wow, it was worth it! Baby, that was... the best...
You're still alive?
You really did me up good. But if you want to kill me, you'll have to try harder than that.
Larry, that's unbelievable.
That's just the effect I always have on women. Hey, what's wrong now? Typical. Takes what she wants and then just takes off. Oh well, my heart belongs to Faith anyway.
Boy, I bet you'll be happy about that.
Hopefully she won't want to have sex the moment she remembers me. Sooner or later, even I need a break. Whew, we're heading back to the island.
Good thing. I feel so...
And you...
Agent Larry will be able to... All we have to do is let him do all the...
And then you... I like your new... Well?
Well, I recommend waiting before we do a test run. I was not
We'll
but
come on. Oh, but
It will.
It's not.
that junk just might come in handy.
Larry, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on the perk.
At noon, my wife would be massaging me by the pool.
Which cocktail?
Kite?
Tasty. A massage would go well with that, wouldn't it?
A back.
Why not?
At any rate, I don't have any...
And little tips.
Why not? Anyway, I spend all...
Carefree?
Totally...